Hi, I'm Charlotte and welcome to this Happy Hips and Hamstrings class where we'll be doing what it says in the title, lengthening and strengthening hips and hamstrings, opening the hips and really connecting mind, body and breath. So starting in a seated position, if you have a block, you can place this underneath you just to create some space. Start slowing down the breath. Maybe allow your eyes to close. Bringing ourselves into the present. Noticing the points of contact with your body and the earth. Noticing the sensation of breath on each inhale and exhale. Maybe you can feel a sense of coolness on the inhale and a slight warmth on the exhale. Coming back to the natural rhythm of your breath. No forcing or changing it. And when you're ready, open your eyes. And we'll start warming up the neck, taking it in circles, chin to chest, all the way back up and round. One more full circle. And then switch. So whatever way you were going before, we'll go back round the other way, circling the neck. One more. And coming back to center. Now I'll face the side so you can see a little bit better. So bringing your right hand to the outside of the left knee. So you take the left arm behind you, fingertips on the mat. Coming into a spinal twist. On each inhale, lengthening the spine, crown of the head towards the sky. And each exhale, see if you can deepen the twist just a little bit more, a little bit further behind you. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, slightly deepening if that feels good. And back to center. And we'll do the same on the other side. So the outside of the left hand comes to the outside of the right knee. And the right arm comes behind us. Big inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale. See if we can twist around a little bit further, keeping the spine as straight as possible. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, twist a little bit further. And coming back to center. We'll meet in tabletop. Ready for some cat-cow. So on the inhale, drop the belly, gaze forward. Exhale, push the ground away, round the spine. Gazing at the navel. Inhale, drop the belly, gaze forward. Exhale, round the spine for cat. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, round the spine. Now drop the belly, gaze forward. One more time. Push the ground away, round the spine. Inhale, straight back, tabletop. Exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips up and back into downward dog. Displaying the fingertips wide, really grounding down through the hands and feet. And you can find some stillness here, or maybe pedal the feet. All while drawing the lower belly into the spine. Gently lengthening the hamstrings. And if you were pedaling the feet, we'll stop for a minute and just find some stillness for a few moments. On the next inhale, reach the right leg high and step it through in between the hands. Drop the back knee, calming into a low lunge. Fingertips can be on the mat, or you can rest your forearms on your thigh if that feels better. Holding for a few breaths. Then bringing the fingertips down to the mat if they weren't already. Big inhale. And on the exhale, draw the left hip back, straightening out that front leg into half splits. Inhale, bend that front knee, coming forward into a lunge. Exhale, drawing the left hip back, straightening the front leg. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, half splits. Keep this pattern going. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, half splits, and see if on each exhale, maybe you can deepen into the pose a little bit more. Linking breath and movement. Kind of rocking back and forth. Inhale. Exhale, half splits. See if you can deepen that slightly. Inhale, back to the lunge, and this time, option to stay here or plant your left fingertips down to the mat, drawing the left foot up to the glutes. Reach round and grab it with your right hand. Stretching out the thigh as well here. Just for a slightly deeper stretch in your lunge. Drop the back leg, exhale. half split. Inhale, low lunge, maybe grabbing that back leg. And release. And now shuffling that right foot over to the right side of the mat. Hands on the inside of that foot. Coming in to lizard. So you can stay in the full expression of the pose, arms straight. Or you can come down onto your forearms here. Breathing naturally. And notice any sensations you may be feeling, any tension or tightness. On each exhale, breathe into that area to create some space. Then tucking the toes, maybe lifting that back leg and holding here for a few breaths. Maybe deepening the breath for more stability. Whatever feels good to you. Now coming up onto your hands, if they weren't there already, straightening the arms. Lifting that back leg. Big inhale, gaze forward. Exhale. Straightening that front leg and drawing the left hip back. So straightening both legs here into a sort of lizard half split. Inhale, coming forward, bending the front knee, lizard. Exhale, drawing the left hip back, straightening the front leg. We'll do 2 more of those. Bending the leg into lizard. Inhale. Exhale, drawing the hips back. Inhale, lizard. Exhale, drawing the hip back. And then stepping the right foot back, coming back into your downward dog. Back to center, resetting, pedaling the feet. And noticing any difference in sensation between the left and right leg. So we've only done one side so far. Just see, maybe one leg feels lighter or heavier. If you feel maybe a bit more flexible, a bit less tension in one of your legs. Just notice that and let it be. Inhale, stepping forward to the front of the mat. Straightening the legs straight back. Halfway lift, fingertips can be on the mat or on your shins or your thighs, wherever feels good for you. Exhale, bend the knees, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, straighten the legs. Exhale, bend the knees, folding over them. Inhale, half lift. This time bending the right knee, right fingertips grounded onto the mat. And reach that left arm up high, opening the heart out to the left. Breathing naturally. Gaze can be up or down. Notice where you can feel any extension. And bring the left fingertips down. Switching to the other side, straighten the right leg, bending the left, reaching up with that right arm. And bringing the fingertips down to the mat. Big inhale, exhale, fold forward. Stepping back into plank. Inhale. On the exhale, hinge forward, bending the elbows into chaturanga. Untuck the toes. Upward dog, engaging the glutes, pushing the ground away. Little back bend. Exhale, lifting the hips for downward dog. This time lifting the left leg high. And stepping the left foot to the front of the mat, in between the hands, drop the back knee. Big inhale. In your low lunge. Exhale, drawing that right hip back this time, straightening the left leg. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale. Going back into half splits, and again with each exhale, see if you can slightly deepen your posture. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, half splits. Inhale, low lunge. And again, if you want maybe a slightly deeper stretch, you can keep your right fingertips grounded. Reaching round to the right foot with the left arm. And just drawing that foot back towards the glutes. Exhale, drop the back leg. Bring the right hip back, half splits. Inhale, low lunge. Reaching round. Putting that back foot in if that feels good. Drop the back leg, exhale, half splits. Inhale, low lunge. Lifting that back leg up. Dropping the back leg again, shuffling the left foot over to the left side of the mat. And both hands on the inside of that left foot. Ready for our lizard. And we can stay with straight arms, or we can bring the forearms down. Hold here, breathing naturally. Again, always noticing the points of contact, your body and the mat, keeping us in the present moment. And maybe tucking the toes and lifting that back leg. Maybe gently deepening the breath, breathing into any possible tension. Keeping that back leg strong. And coming up onto straight arms. Big inhale in your lizard. Exhale, drawing the hips back, straightening that front leg into your sort of lizard half splits. Inhale, rock forward and gaze forward. Exhale, straightening that front leg. Bring the hips back. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, draw back. One more time, inhale into your lizard. Exhale, drawing both hips back. Back into your lunge. And step the left foot back into downward dog. On the next inhale, stepping forward to the front of the mat. Halfway lift. And this time, bring your right hand to the left elbow, left hand to the right elbow. Keeping those legs either straight or you can keep a slight bend in them. And just really folding over, letting the head hang down. Ragdoll pose. And you can shake your head, nod your head yes, shake your head no. Find any free movement here. Or you can just hold still, hanging over your knees. On your next inhale, come back up into half lift. Exhale, fold forward. Stepping back into plank. This time drop the knees down to the mat, along with the chest and the chin. And then straightening the legs. Bringing the chest gently up off of the mat into cobra. Breathing here. And then gently coming up onto our knees. We want to come round into a seated position. Legs extended out in front of you. Inhale, reach the arms up high. Exhale, coming into a seated forward fold over those legs. You can keep a bend in the knees. And fold over. Trying not to round the spine too much. Gazing forward. And if your knees are bent, you can see if you can extend them slightly on each exhale. And when you're ready, gently coming into a supine position, keeping a bend in the knees. Bringing the right leg in for a hug, and then placing the right ankle over the left thigh. Placing your right arm through the gap in the middle, and the left arm comes round to hug the left leg. You can clasp your hands or bring it in for a hug. Really opening the right side hip. Taking some deep grounded breaths. Breathing into that right hip, into any tension. And release. Feet back down to the mat, keeping that bend in the knees. Bringing the left leg in for a hug this time. Left ankle over the right thigh. Bringing the left hand through this little gap in the middle. And the right arm round to meet it, hugging the right leg in, opening the left hip this time. Breathing in that tightness or that tension. Nice big hip opener, this one. Holding for a few more breaths. And release both feet back to the mat. Extending them out, splaying the legs, coming into Shavasana. Arms relaxed either side of you, palms facing up. Allow your eyes to close. Gently slow your breath. Take some lovely deep breaths. Again, noticing the sensation of the breath. Coolness and warmth on each inhale and exhale. Contact points of your body and the earth. Recentering the body after today's practice. And just soaking up everything we've done during the class. Letting your body have this moment of rest before you go on with your day. And when you're ready, wiggle your fingers and toes, open the eyes, gently roll onto your side. Coming up into whichever seated position feels good for you. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you take this lovely after yoga feeling with you through the rest of your day.